Welcome back to Sports Look. Joining me now, head softball coach Lauren Sigwing. Coach Sigwing, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, talk to me about how your team did and what you expect out of them coming to the future.
Well, we went down there and it's a completely new team this year. So, and you know, we hadn't gotten outside most of that week, so I wasn't expecting greatness, I guess, for the first game. But we definitely had some rocky patches, and the first 3 games, each game we had, you know, one big inning, like
right.
on defense, one bad inning each game. That really was our downfall in each of those games, with just, you know, physical errors or mental errors, just one inning where we fell apart. And then the 4th game, we eliminated that big inning, and
right.
that was really the difference in the ball game, was eliminating the big inning. And we lost by 1 run, 4-3, but we only had 1 error in that game. So, I mean, that was a much better indication of, you know, how I expect our team to play in the future.
Right. Well, I know, like we talked about, you only have 3 people that were on the field last year, this year, and that was Amanda Leal, Brittany Widener, and Taylor Howard, correct? Mm-hmm. So talk to me some about the new players. I know I talked to, I'm not to use my personal life, but I talked to my dad the other day, and I had to openly admit that I liked the kid, and he told me, you know, you've never told me you liked the kid before. It made me feel bad because I love all our kids. But I know you have a catcher in Morgan Miller, who's the kid I'm talking about. I do like. Freshman catcher, caught all 4 games. That's not easy, is it?
No.
I mean, it's not the world. I mean, we're not asking for a kidney, but it's not necessarily an easy task, is it?
No, it's not easy. And, I mean, I think from here on out, you know, if she has to do that again, I think it'll be a lot easier. I think
right.
Going into your first college series ever, I think it was as much, you know, the emotional and the mental stress of, wow, this is my first college game, that took a toll on her more than the actual physical.
Right. Well, she's young enough that she's still kind of Gumby-esque, so yeah. She can bounce back pretty. Yeah. And then at first base we have Taylor Howard, obviously returning player from Midland. Had a pretty good series at the dish. I noticed she had a couple home runs. That's something that was unexpected, I would think. Well, maybe not unexpected, but a change from last year.
Yeah, definitely. She, yeah, I mean, this is, you know, the player that we expected her to be, and maybe even then some. But, yeah, she led our team in hitting, RBIs. She had a great series. And last year she just never really got comfortable, was kind of in and out of the lineup. And so this year, I mean, she's the only senior, which is probably some stress on her being the only senior. But, I mean, it's also a role that she's taken on. And has excelled in that role. So, I mean, I think that has helped her kind of settle in. And so she's a lot more comfortable this year, you can tell there.
And then at short, kind of our bumblebee and Paige Colburn, one of the more hyper personalities on campus, but a very nice young lady, and she's going to play shortstop for you. Correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
I didn't want to, you looked at me, wait a minute. It's like she was there all weekend. What do you expect out of her?
Like you said, I mean, she's hyper and she brings a lot of energy. I mean, she's got really good range defensively. She can cover some ground. Offensively, I mean, she can really do anything at the plate. She can bunt, she can steal, she can hit for average, she can hit for power. So, you know, she's a great, you know, 2, 3, 4, even a leadoff type hitter just because she's so versatile. But she really, you know, she can bring a lot of energy. She can really, you know, pick up a team when you're struggling at the plate or just, you know, making a great play on defense. It's going to pick everybody back up. So.
Well, then at the hot corner, in third base, you have Emily Livingston, who's probably the more mellow individual on the infield. Yes. And what are you getting out of her this year?
She plays the hot corner very well. She's got great reactions. Like you said, very mellow. She's a great leader by example. I mean, you're never going to notice any kind of change in her. I mean, she's going to sprint out to her spot and sprint back in, and she's there to do her job and help the team in whatever way.
Not going to complain or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, I know, and then left field, you have one of the no, I was going to say returner. The right fielder's a returner in Amanda Leal and Tessa Fioriti.
That was pretty good.
Our freshman Canadian. And those two players as right now they're kind of sharing some playing time, right?
Yeah, and I mean, really, the outfield is probably those two corner positions, or right and left, are probably, I guess, the unknown right now. Is how they're all battling for spots in the outfield right now, and it's just going to be whoever plays the best overall, whoever's hitting the best and playing the best defense. So, yeah, Tessa, Amanda, and Devin are all kind of battling it out right now to see who's gonna.
And
take
Devin
over
Higgins
that
is
spot.
the young lady from Reno that's been playing left field.
Right.
And then the largest member of your outfield in Mel Alderete, all 5, well, probably not even 5 foot.
Yeah, that's stretching.
If it's hot outside and she's hanging upside down, maybe 5 foot. But Mel, she's your center fielder out of Northern New Mexico Junior College. Is that correct?
She went to Luna.
Luna, that's correct. And she's just a lot of fun to be around, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, they're all really good kids, but yeah, she's just hard worker, another girl that never complains, and she's got great speed, can cover a lot of ground in the outfield, and she didn't have the weekend offensively that she had hoped for, what we expected, but she'll come around. I mean, we saw some things on video that'll help her out a lot, and when she gets on base, she can
change the game a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, even this weekend, I mean, she didn't get on base as much as I would say we expect her to, but she stole second, I think, every time she got on in one game. So.
Well, good.
Yeah.